It has been a really, really busy month. November 2017 is just so much of a rush. And I haven't even uploaded the videos for MWF Balikbayan. Until then, well, I might as well put this new camera to good use a week after MWF Balikbayan on November 18, 2017, also Saturday. It was Andy Kunz Fight Night, presented by World Kickboxing Federation Philippines. I was the ring announcer, but I also did a lot of juggling. I was a timekeeper, I was a bell ringer, helped with the booking of the matches, so on and so forth. I thought it was going to be a relaxing day of just shouting out names of people who are going to beat the shit out of each other, but, well, you know, that's how life is sometimes. It was a small amateur kickboxing event with fighters from, well, wherever it was convenient to get them. So convenient, in fact, that the fight card itself was not finalized until the very last second. Well, amid that chaos, well, there were some pretty good fights, and you know what? I'll commentate them just for kicks. I do wrestling commentary for MWF, and it's mostly fun, but fight commentary, now this is my jam, so let's see what we can do here. Alright, we're off to the first round of the very first fight. Arnel Sabandal versus Warren Medina. Arnel, of course, a good friend of mine in Savat, Philippines. We've trained together, we've sparred together. And he's also one of the crew members in Manila Wrestling Federation. He's a boxing guy, but he can kick. He can even do jumping back kicks, a la Tiger Mask. Meanwhile, Warren Medina with that jump kick, pretty nice. A guy his size being able to move that quick is pretty cool. Now, watch out. Oh, there's a low blow there. Oh, and there's another one. God damn it, Arnel. Well, of course, it's not intentional, but, you know, you gotta home in better with your leg kicks. And as you can see, they're in an open stance. Warren in orthodox, Arnel in southpaw. That means you get openings on that inside for right hands, for kicks. That was a pretty good kick there. All right, round two. Now here, I believe Warren's right hand starts homing in. Watch out for Arnel throwing in a leg kick. Oh, he gets one in return, unfortunately. That's the problem when in the open stance. Low blows are a bit more common in kickboxing when it's in open stance. And Arnel is switching back to southpaw. Oh, see that? Warren has a pretty good right hand, and he has pretty good mobility too, but oh, Arnel coming in with that left hand. As you can see, boom, there's that right hand again. Ooh, and another one. Oh, and a head kick there. Meanwhile, Arnel trying to pressure. Warren trying to play the distance game more. Going in with a lead leg side kick there to maintain distance. Oh, and then a 1-2 there. He's more about the straight punches and side kicks, lengthy round kicks. Playing pretty well with the open stance there. Ooh, ducked under that gigantic left hook there by Arnel. And now keeping at bay with those jabs. Arnel's starting to gas a little bit. He hasn't really trained for this, and he tends to get sick every now and then. Oh, and there's the second round. Alright, third round. These fights are 3 2-minute rounds mostly. Although some of them actually have 2 rounds, some have 5 rounds. You know, it's really weird. Anyway, this is a full fight though, so it's pretty good. Ooh, there's that right hand again, and another one. Right. Ooh, Arnell doing pretty well with that left too. He should hit with that more. Right, and Arnell trying to put in the pressure and trying to hit with that left hand again. Oh, and there's a Warren Medina right hand. And that's pretty much the story of the fight. Arnell going in, Warren trying to maintain distance, and there's the right hand again. Oh, there was potential there. Oh, and they're both tired at this point. Oh boy. Don't worry. It'll all be over soon. It's the third round. Well, Arnell defended that against that roundhouse kick. Oh, and there's the right hand by Warren again. Oh, and another one. I can only show the highlights of each fight because, well, if I don't cut them up, well, it'll take too long. And Warren won that fight, actually. It's pretty good. Alright, on to the second fight. This is only 2 rounds because they made the Grand Prix thing. Don't blink or you'll miss it. This is an intense fight. I don't know why the referee had to warn him about that back fist. I thought it was totally legal. But yeah, the guy in the black shirt is a Yaoyan guy. Yaoyan Ferbillion. And you will see a lot from Yaoyan guys here, that roundhouse kick into spinning back fist combination. It's their double threat, a big part of their offense, and it works very well. They hit a lot with it throughout this event. Oh man, they're going full bore, these little guys. They're like around 120-ish pounds. They're really intense. And they go full bore in these 2 rounds. Well, supposedly that was it the white shirt guy or the black shirt guy who's supposed to have another fight with another guy from another gym later on, but they decided to cancel that, so this remained a 2-round fight, which is nuts. And also, it looks like the guy in the black shirt is more of an MMA guy. That's why he keeps getting into takedown situations. Anyway, we got some gauging here from open stance. Oh, he was gonna go for that spinning back fist again. Well defended by the guy in the white shirt. Oh, there's another back fist. You know what? The more he does it, the more easy it's gonna be read. Also, my camera setup means, well, people are just passing by. The judge right there in the lower left-hand corner. That's Kenneth. He organized the fights. Kenneth was my instructor in Jeet Kune Do, one of my instructors. And right now, I guess I'm working with him in these events. Alright. This is really intense. Now in close stance. And it's an amateur event, so we do have shin pads. No headgear because, well, headgear is a nuisance for the most part. Other than that, they're going full board. There can be knockouts in this fight if they got lucky, or, you know, they do really well. Oh, of course they're not lucky. There's no such thing as a lucky punch. Oh. Oh, and that's it. That's the end of the fight. And Yaoyan guy won there. The guy in the black shirt. After that, we had an intermission of sorts. Yeah. Robbie, was it? He did the Kali demonstration. Yeah. Which is cool. Oh. Here we go. Guy in the white shirt is Francis Mago, if I remember, and the guy in the brown shirt is a Yaoyan fighter named Joy. Yes, his name is Joy, and he's a guy. If your name is Joy, and you're a guy, you better be fucking tough. Anyway, this was a pretty intense fight, but a really short one. You'll find out later why. Ooh. I gotta say though, that guy in the white shirt, Francis, he adapts really well. He actually did that spinning back fist. He returned that spinning back fist quite well, and he did that capoeira reverse roundhouse kick pretty nicely. But he was throwing it at the wrong range. It was telegraphic, no setup. But I have to commend him for his audacity. But that audacity does come with a price. See that wheel kick? It didn't hit anything. It could have powered a small town. Alright, at this point, things are gonna get a little weird. And that's it. He's done. He's done. He's too tired. And it's just the first round. It's a TKO victory for Joy. Woohoo! Now, the fourth fight is a light contact kickboxing bout between Giancarlo Bilon and Norihisa Watanabe. Gian is the guy in the blue pants there. Norihisa Watanabe. We call him Norris. He's in the red trim. And this is a Savat bout for the most part. And the judge, Kenneth, there, getting kind of excited for this because he likes technical stuff. He also likes, you know, full bore brawls, but there's room in the heart for really technical fighting, and this is what this is. Now, here's the thing. This is in Makati Cinema Square. Actual fighters train there. And they're looking at this and they're like kind of weirded out, like, okay. Because those guys, I've seen those guys spar, and they go full bore all the time. And there, of course, is a merit for hard contact, but there's also merit for light contact, especially as a training tool. I don't know about competition, though, because the difference between hard contact and, well, light contact is that in light contact, you'll see a lot more activity from both competitors because, well, they're not really getting hit hard. So they're going to keep doing what they are doing. Meanwhile, if it's hard contact, you get hit in the face, you'll have less motivation to actually hit back. Unless if you're really tough. That's just a fact. Anyway, this first round, that was pretty good, actually. But yeah, you know, if it's hard contact, there's going to be a lot less exchanges. But in this fight, as you can see, it's going to be longer. And also, by the way, this is 5 2-minute rounds of constant punch-kick combinations. Which is tough. That's really tough. That's tiring stuff. And Norris, I don't know how old he is. Is he in his 40s or 50s? But for how he is in pretty good shape. Now, mind you, he basically works in Vietnam. He's a Japanese guy who lives in Vietnam. And alright, by the way, I hand off the camera to the guys in Gian's corner there. Just for, we might be able to use this footage some other time because, well, Gian, for those who are not aware, is gig striker in Manila Wrestling Federation. And this is one of his excursions. He does this stuff. He also does indie movies for a friend of ours. He likes to do a lot of stuff. And yeah, he has been really interested in Savat lately. Savat is pretty cool. You see a lot of suspended kicks and various unique kicking combinations, various angular attack stuff. And there he is, trying to recoup, trying to regain his composure for the third round of constant kicking. Jesus. Dude, I wouldn't be able to get to the third round. You gotta say though, Norris is showing a lot of skill being able to fend off Gian. Gian is just, doing his best. Kicking. And he does get in some pretty good attacks. But of course, Norris being the more experienced practitioner. Oh, that spinning back kick, pretty nice. Savat, you have to understand, is about not just, you know, being able to fence with your foot, as Bruce Lee likes to call it. Bruce Lee was actually quite enamored with Savat, and he incorporated a lot of Savat in Jeet Kune Do. I know for a fact. I'm a Jeet Kune Do practitioner originally. Oh, and oh man, you're getting in that close. You better fire off your hands. And that's actually how I get Gian whenever we spar light contact like this. I would get in close and just fire my hands. And as you can see, Gian has a tendency to drop his hands. He needs a bit more. Oh, he returns fire with that spinning back fist. Another common thing in fighting is that when someone does something fancy, expect it to be returned. Like, you know, wheel kicks and spinning back fists. They will respond. It's getting tired now. Jeez. Both of them haven't really trained so hard for this fight. Not because, you know, not for a lack of discipline. But because, well, they got work, man. This is an amateur event. What do you expect? But they're holding up well enough, as you can see, with those hop steps and suspended kicks there. Oh, I gotta say, Giggs is homing in pretty well with that body kick. Maybe that's why he won this fight. By the way, spoiler alert, he won this one by decision, of course. Because since it's light contact, don't expect knockouts unless there's like an accident. Oh, Norris fired off an uppercut, a shovel uppercut there. Ooh, takedown there. Giggs walked in after that head kick, which would have been fine in like Sanda or MMA. No, but now they're kicking a lot lower. They're getting really tired. I can say I give a slight edge for Giggs here. Not out of technique, but out of being able to pressure and being able to keep firing back. Oh, look at that. That's a nice axe kick. Outside crescent axe kick of sort, you know, kind of a hybrid. Alright, and that's it. That's the end of the fight there. Come on. Handle the camera better, please. Yeah, I guess a slight edge. I don't know. I thought it was a lot closer than it was scored. And there are the ring girls there. Very nice. Especially that girl on the left.
Hi! That's good, that's good.
Well, award a medal and trophy and whatever. She came to fight at least. Yeah, she did not show up, the opponent. It's so anticlimactic. It's nuts. Well, that was fun. Well, I don't know if I can do more fight commentary on this channel, but, you know, if I can get some footage, maybe, you know, with some permission. Well, my verdict on the event is it could have been better, of course, but, you know, what can you do? As you've seen with the fights, well, there was potential there. There could have been some magic, but, well, the production itself was... at least they had some nice round girls. You know, you can't totally knock that. Well, anyway, that's all for now with the Andy Kunz Fight Night. Until next time, stay Tor.